Right there. That's Goggins, everyone. #1 requested guest for my show the last 2. This is a gentleman who completed Navy SEAL training, Army Ranger training, Air Force TAC-P training. He's the only person in history to do that.
Yes, sir.
This is a guy who did 3 Hell Weeks, 60+ ultra marathons, ran with broken bones for 30 miles to get into one of the mega ultra marathons. And a lot of people call him the toughest man alive.
I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, if I call you David Goggins.
Yeah, it's fine, man. David Goggins is fine. Goggins, David, just don't call me Dave.
But I was fascinated before I met you, like, what makes this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the circumstances, the conditions, the thinking that turn somebody into you, right?
Well, my dad, so I grew up in Buffalo, New York. My dad really helped create this. I'm not giving him credit. He helped create this because he was just that, he was a devil. He was a guy that had to be very insecure, very beat down. Something had to happen to him when he was younger, because the way he treated me, my brother, my mom was just horrible. So he would beat us, my mom, my brother, me. And I'm not talking about like, oh, you got in trouble, so let me give you a whipping. That's just how it was. And when he'd get drunk, he just got violent. So my mom caught my dad cheating. We got home about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm about 7, 8 years old, and I hear some ruckus outside my room, and my mom and dad are outside my room right there, and my dad is smacking the hell out of my mom and knocks her almost unconscious. You know, she's kind of loopy. She falls down, he grabs her by her hair and drags her down the stairs by her hair. And so at this age, I'm sitting thinking, man, you know, what the fuck should I do, man? Like, you know, I'm scared, but then something in me saying, you gotta go and do something.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm scared to death of this guy, because he's been beating the shit out of me since I can remember. And I'm sitting thinking, man, okay, man, like, what am I gonna do? So my brother, he and I were very different. When my brother would see the fighting, he would go to this room and hide.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. So this time I stuck around and I decided to help her out. So I go on the stairs and I jump on his back, and literally, he tells my mom, you're raising a gangster, as she's like on the floor. And he's almost smiling, almost like proud, but that smile went to a frown pretty quick, and he beat the living hell out of me. And he beat me literally from my neck down to my ankles. So the next morning, I was gonna go to school half the day. My mom woke up and she pulled the covers back, and what she saw was how bruised I was. I'll never forget looking at her face, because she used to write letters for me, you know, for me and my brother to miss PE, because we were so bruised up from getting beaten. So, you know, hey, he's sick or whatever. And so she was lying a lot for my dad. So this particular day, she didn't write a letter. But when I laid in the bed and looked up at my mom and she pulled the covers back, I'll never forget looking at her face. And why I say that, this past year, I got the VFW award for Americanism Award. And if you Google David Goggins VFW Award, I'm in front of 5,000 veterans. And I'm getting this amazing award. John McCain got it, and I'm up here thinking this is amazing. It's for giving back and also having a great military career. And I could give this 6-minute long speech. Man, I'm talking, and I'm thanking people who helped me out. And I get to my mom, she's sitting right here on stage, but behind me. And I haven't cried in 30 years.
I can't even picture it.
Haven't cried in 30 years, I just don't do that. And I turn around and say, and I want to thank my mom for not picking me up when I was knocked down, but teaching me how to get up. Because she never picked me up ever. And because her circumstances sucked. So anyway, I look back and I didn't even get a chance to say it. I looked at her eyes and my head went right back to her face when she saw me bruised up. And that fucked me up. And for 58 seconds, look at the video, and my head's down and I'm sobbing.
Wow.
And I'm in front of 5,000 vets, and the guy who was hosting the thing had to come up to me and like put his hand on my back. And I was just destroyed, overcome with emotion. And then 58 seconds go by and I deliver this speech. So I tell you that because my life tattooed me.